so many events today, and I wasn't kidding to our viewers.
Yes.
We have the board. We
Yes,
weren't kidding.
here is the board.
Wow.
It was, and I mean, talk about real deal. If you look at even the thickness of it, I mean, this is a full
so much fun.
inch thick. I mean,
there's
you
no
can
way.
hear it is solid, but it was just an awesome experience.
Yeah.
And when you see, especially the little kids, when they break that board for the first time and their eyes just light up and they feel so strong. That was what made the event.
It's really cute.
Really remarkable.
And it's such a good cause, too. You know, supporting a good cause. It's funny because I asked Dan, like, did you do it on the first try? Because there's no way I could do it on the first try. On the first try, Dan.
Yeah, they were making it well known. Who is the first person here? And yep, my hand was up. Well, Courtney,
awesome.
we were breaking those boards this morning. What's not breaking, though, is this weather pattern. It is locked in place. Hopefully you like this bonus summer because, again, even the warmth, it's not going anywhere anytime soon as we take a look at your temperature anomalies, and this is 8 to 14 days out. So this is solidly into the month of October. Look at all the red and orange here throughout the Great Lakes, the Northeast. We're looking at some big time above average temperatures pretty much for the foreseeable future. There might be a little hiccup later next week where we see seasonable temperatures, but overall, yeah, the mild weather, it's going to be here into October. And in fact, speaking of mild weather, the game day forecast for tomorrow, beautiful. Of course, we've had a couple of primetime games at home so far this season, this being the 1 o'clock game. Lots of sunshine, mid-70s, enjoy it again. Beautiful conditions. Make sure you're hydrated. Also make sure you have sunscreen. Not too often do you think about needing sunscreen to be attending a Bills game. You're going to need that sunscreen tomorrow. If you are going to go out and go for maybe a Sunday drive, you want to check out some fall color. Here is that latest fall foliage. And here in and around Buffalo, we do have, again, just changing conditions, but towards Allegheny State Park and into the higher elevations, that's where we're pretty much at midpoint conditions. So some nice color in and around Salamanca, Ellicottville, stretching over towards Olean, Wellsville. If you want to see the brightest color, though, across the state, you got to take that drive down the 90 towards the Adirondacks or the Catskills, and especially up towards the High Peaks region. One of my favorite spots up towards Lake Placid, approaching peak color there. It's late September when we see that beautiful color there into the Adirondacks. As far as our weather goes, again, beautiful pretty much sums it up. Just dry, sun-filled, and unseasonably warm weather is pretty much the weather we have for the foreseeable future. Here's future look. Even the high clouds that we saw kind of filter in today, they're already clearing back out by 9 p.m. We're picking up clear to partly cloudy skies. Now temperatures after climbing into the 70s, they're going to cool pretty quickly. So if you are going to be out this evening, you might want to bring a light jacket along with temperatures quickly falling down to the 60s. And we'll settle into the 50s to near 64 tomorrow morning. So this is how we'll start out your Sunday. But overall, it is a beautiful day with mostly sunny skies. There might be a little period of a few passing clouds around midday. Here we are, 1 p.m. kickoff, mid-70s, and then towards the end of the game, we're well into the 70s, pretty much cloud-free skies, and that's the weather that just keeps rolling along into and through pretty much this entire week. The only difference, temperatures cool off just a little bit later in the week, and you'll see that here momentarily. So tonight, we'll call it mainly clear with clouds quickly clearing on out, quiet and cool with overnight lows upper 50s to around 60, and then for your Sunday, picture perfect conditions with mostly sunny skies, unseasonably warm conditions, highs upper 70s to even around 80. And not too often here in late September, early October, do you get a 7-day that looks like this, that is 100% rain free. Again, just remarkable weather for this time of year. We'll hang on to the summery warmth for the beginning of the upcoming week. So Monday, we're in the upper 70s to possibly even in the low 80s, well into the 70s on Tuesday. Winds will actually shift out of the north on Wednesday, and that's going to bring temperatures a little bit cooler, 60s, but right back to the 70s towards the end of the week and next weekend. We got a look at sports coming up right after the break.